let's do a video.
Hey there, NetBus buddies, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Ray, and cutting this one kind of close, huh? I wanted to give my thoughts on the video game awards because they are frustrating. If you I don't know, am I a rule follower? Am I too much of a stickler for this type of stuff? I don't know. There's some really dumb stuff in here, some cool stuff. It was a weird year for gaming. There's not going to be a lot of variety in the nominees, clearly. And yeah, I wanted to do this a while ago when they first announced them. But you know me, I procrastinated. But I think I'm going to start doing this stuff again. Alright, so Game Awards, December 9th. It's currently the 6th. I'll hopefully have this up on the 7th, just in time. Oh, 3 days till the show. It's very considerate of Mr. Keeley. But, yeah, let me just give my thoughts on the things that I feel that I'm able to give my thoughts on as someone who loves video games. So, I guess we go to the nominees. Nominees. I don't want to vote necessarily because I think you have to sign in to do all that, and I don't really want to sign in to do all that. But we're going to start at the end and work our way up. Alright, so best esports event. They're all so good and things that I absolutely watch. Yeah, I don't really watch esports, so I'm not really qualified to give my opinion on any of this. So, just gonna back to the previous category, which is the next category. Best esports coach. I don't do esports. Do I recognize any of these names? No. Best esports team. Don't recognize any. Oh, I mean, I guess the FaZe, whatever. I recognize them. But not. Wait, is this esports or this is team? Yeah. No, I don't. Again, I don't watch esports. I'll figure out where the camera is, I promise. Best athlete. Not qualified. I don't do esports. Best esports game presented by Grubhub. And this is where my problems begin. Because last time I checked, maybe only Valorant came out this year. It's a 2021 Game Awards. This should be exclusive to, games that came out in 2021. And I get they can't really fill a lot of categories like this, but I'm pretty sure they do this constantly in a few years. You know what I mean? In the past. So, if I had to, I don't know, when did Valorant come out? Because I know Call of Duty and Counter-Strike and Dota and League of Legends didn't come out this year, which is ridiculous. Again, they shouldn't be in a 2021 Game Awards. This is so dumb. But thank you, Grubhub, for presenting this, and for convincing my sister in her freshman year of college to literally give you hundreds of dollars. Most anticipated game presented by Prime Gaming. Now this I can vote on. Let's see. Starfield I don't know enough about to actually be interested in, other than no, I don't know anything. Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. I don't really care for Nintendo. Zelda's cool. I like the art style. But the game that I chose that year over Zelda is Horizon, because I like that game more. It was a new IP, it was something interesting, it wasn't the same story over and over again. But Horizon Zero Dawn was phenomenal. I just platinumed it a few months ago. It's a great game. Super excited for that. I'm also super excited for God of War Ragnarok. Excuse me. Because I love the fourth God of War. So good. What a phenomenal game. But, even though I adore these two, I'm gonna have to give it to Elden Ring. And do you know why? It's because I love Dark Souls. I love the Soulsborne series. I just bought Dark Souls 3 on the PS4, even though I already 100%ed it on the Xbox. I've done Dark Souls 1 and 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I did it on 360 also. I love the Dark Souls games, and I'm so glad we're getting another one. I already pre-ordered it at my not-so-local GameStop, but my buddy Kenny runs it, so I figured I'd pre-order it there if I'm going to pre-order it anywhere. And actually, I pre-ordered a copy for my buddy Christian, because since we game share, and I'm getting a physical disc, he can't play it, but he really likes Dark Souls too. So, I got that for him for his 30th birthday that I almost ruined the surprise for. Sorry, Sierra. But yeah, it's going to be Elden Ring for that category. Best Debut Indie. Now this, I can sort of speak to. Kino looked really cool. I really want to play that at some point, but I don't have a PS5, and I'm not 100% if it's on PS4. So, there's that. It looks gorgeous, though. Sable I have installed. I haven't gotten around to playing it. Forgotten City I have installed. Haven't gotten around to playing that either. Thank you, Game Pass. Artful Escape was fantastic and is absolutely my choice for this category. Oh, it was so good. The music was great. No, your character's not named Ray. That would be a plus. No, but Artful Escape is phenomenal if you haven't tried that. I cannot recommend that game enough. So good. Absolutely worth the wait after all those years of waiting. So Artful Escape. Content creator. I know none of these people. I feel like that's how you know you're aging out of like YouTube gaming content, when you don't know any of these content creators. The only one I sort of know of is Dream, because there was some controversy, I guess, with them. Don't want to do that. So, if I had to choose, I'd say Dream, just because they seem to make the biggest splash. Although I think I've heard good things about the other people, but I don't know. Dream gets it, I guess. Whatever. Alright, what we got here? Best multiplayer. Okay. Valheim, not played. New World, no. Monster Hunter Rise, haven't played that. It Takes Two was phenomenal. Played that with Christian. Great game. Not traditionally what you would think of when you think of multiplayer, but it is, multiple people playing a game, so it's multiplayer. Phenomenal story. Oh, so good. Knockout City, I played a little bit of. It's pretty fun from what I played. I want to get back to it. And Back for Blood. I wanted that game to be so much better than it is. I haven't gone back to it in a while. It was so unfair and difficult for no reason. It's a shame coming from the studio that did Left 4 Dead. I mean, I know that it's, probably an entirely different team at this point. But, it's weird that people don't consider It Takes Two to be a multiplayer game, but they consider Back 4 Blood to be a multiplayer game, because the traditional multiplayer mode is kind of bad. I played a round of it, got my achievement, and got out. It was not fun. I don't even remember what it was called. The co-op's a lot of fun, but again, it's co-op. It's just two more people than, It Takes Two. So, I don't understand that hang up. But if I had to pick a multiplayer game of the year, oh, ding dong. I would definitely have to go with It Takes Two. It's just a phenomenal game all around. So much fun to play. So many different game mechanics thrown in there to keep you on your toes. Just great. Nothing against Knockout City. Just It Takes Two's better. And, Back 4 Blood, you got your problems, but you're doing your best. Next, we've got the best sports/racing game. I don't really play these. The Xbox fanboy in me wants to give it to Forza. I would probably choose... Excuse me. Hot Wheels is a pretty fun and interesting addition to this category. I think that's really funny. I probably would just give it to Forza, though, because I know it's a phenomenal game. But I don't really play sports games or racing games, so Best sim/strategy. Again, my problems arise. It's a weird combination of categories. It's also weird that Microsoft Flight Simulator, is in here because it was a game from last year and it was in the Game Awards, and I think it actually won some awards last year. So, Jeff Keighley, what are you doing here? Like, is there no quality control or fact checking about when these games come out? This is ridiculous. So, as far as the best sim, it would absolutely be Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I think every year they enter it for the next 10 years maybe, it'll probably win because it's a phenomenal simulator from what I've heard. But yeah, weird category because strategy and sim seem like very different actual categories. I assume in any year that wasn't like hampered by the pandemic, you could get like a lot of these categories actually filled and have some better categories, honestly. There's some dumb categories coming up, I'm pretty sure, but yeah. Let's give it to Flight Sim again. Why not? Best family game. Here we go. More of my problems, and it has to do a lot with Nintendo. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Pretty sure that's a port, okay? I didn't realize you were just giving these to ports, okay? Ridiculous. Nintendo always slides in here with these. There was a couple years ago where it was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, whatever. A game that came out like, 3 years prior on another system? Same with, Mario Party Superstars, what is it? Yeah, that's the Mario Party collection, I guess. It sort of fits. Mario Party is great. I've heard it's the really good ones. Like, good levels, good mini games. Best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Here's what I'm gonna say. That Mario Party Superstars does not fit this category. Because you show me one family that does not get in a fight after playing a round of Mario Party. It doesn't happen, okay? It just does not happen. There's always a fight. There's always some cheap stuff going on. It's always a fight, especially with my family. My cousins know who they are. So that I'm not going to count. This I'm not going to count. I don't play WarioWare. Seems like a weird game. Not for me. Pokemon Snap, or new Pokemon Snap, whatever. I love the original. I can't imagine they messed up the new one. I didn't hear anything negative about it. I don't have a Switch. Sorry. I might get one for Arceus, though. I'm really looking forward to Pokemon Arceus. That'd be pretty cool. But new Pokemon Snap I could see. It Takes Two. I get why it's in here. It's a great game to play with one of your family members. The story's a little, I feel like, heavy for like best family game. I mean, it's a game about family, and God, I'm sure Vin Diesel loves this category. But you know what? I'll give it to new Pokemon Snap. Why not? That just seems like a game where you could trade off the controller on and off and not really have to worry about progression or anything like that, and you just kind of have fun. I mean, that's what the first one was. So, yeah, new Pokemon Snap. You get it. I never played you, but I'm going to assume you're the best family game of 2021 that's not a port or a remaster or a collection of old things with a refreshing, which I guess is a remaster. So, yeah, you win. We're getting there. Best fighting game. Don't really know anything about any of these. I know it's not going to Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl because that game looks duty butters. So I'm gonna keep myself out of this one. I'd assume it's Guilty Gear. Best role-playing game. Cyberpunk. Probably not. I bought you for $10. You're still on my shelf. Monster Hunter Rise. Haven't played you. Don't really have an interest. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I've not played either. The two that I was interested in are on here. Tales of Arise. I like. What did I play? Tales of Symphonia years ago on the GameCube. I really like that. This looks like sort of more of that in that art style, but clearly better. It's been like a decade. And Scarlet Nexus. Also wanted to play that. I think it's still on Game Pass. So who knows? Maybe at some point I'll play it. But yeah, I didn't play any of these. But if I had to choose, it would be between Scarlet Nexus and Tales of Arise in this category. So, I don't know. Let's go Tales of Arise because I at least played one of the Tales games, even though I'm pretty sure they're not connected at all. Best action/adventure game. Now we're getting into more traditional categories. Let's see. I have not... Oh, I only played one of these, actually. Wasn't this game. I heard mixed things, but I've heard it's good, and I'll play it at some point. Metroid Dread, I've heard not so good things. And maybe some good things. I don't know. It's mixed. Also, I don't really want to play it. It's a Nintendo game. I'm not big on them, like I've said. Unless you give me a Kirby Air Ride 2. That'd be pretty sweet. Psychonauts 2. It's installed. I want to play it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Ratchet and Clank. I absolutely adored the first one. That was based on the movie, based on the game, based on the movie. That was based on a game too. And I really want to play this. I just don't have a PS5. So once I get a PS5, I'll play it. And then maybe it'll have win this year. It'll have won this year. But let's be real. If we don't have another good best action adventure game come out, I'm sure Jeff Keighley and his friends at the Game Awards will just throw this one, right back in this category again. Because that's how this works. The game that I have played and my actual choice, and actually front runner for Game of the Year, Resident Evil Village. I loved this game. It was so good, so much fun, and not just because of Lady Dimitrescu and her stature and size and features. Not just because of that. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it. I beat it, and then I immediately ran back in for more. I love the whole New Game Plus aspect where you just unlock new and more powerful weapons and then unlimited ammo, and then it just makes the game like a cakewalk on the harder difficulties. I love that. That's so much fun. Resident Evil Village, best action/adventure game. Wait. What? What is the point of this? What? That's the dumbest thing ever. This award show is so stupid. These categories are terrible. Who set these up is insane. Like, why would you do a best action/adventure and then... Because, in all honesty, I would say this is more of an action game than an action/adventure game. And what's the distinct... Oh, wait, let me actually read the distinction. For the best game in action game... Wait. For the best game in the action genre, focus primarily on combat. For the... Combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving? Whatever. So stupid. You're going to tell me there's no puzzles in any of these games? Whatever. Returnal, I haven't played that. PS5 game, don't have that. Far Cry 6. I haven't played that. I guess I've heard good things. Giancarlo Esposito I heard is really good. Chivalry 2, didn't play that. Back 4 Blood. It's the only one I've played, so I guess I gotta give it to that. I mean, the combat's fun for the most part. It gets a little repetitive and unfair and whatever. I've heard so many good things about Deathloop, though. I mean, my boss didn't really like it, but, whatever. I guess Back 4 Blood. This award show's stupid. Every award show's stupid, but this one's categories are weird. Best VR/AR game. Not playing any of these, so I can't recommend, or I can't make a recommendation. Yeah, so if you like VR and AR, there you go. We should have thrown Trover back in here. That should have won. Can we put just Trover in here? Trover's my choice. Trover saves the universe. Best VR AR game all the time. Innovation and accessibility presented by Chevy. Recognize software hardware that's pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, blah, blah, blah. As a guy who's slowly going blind over the course of his life, this is a cool category to add in here. I don't know why it had to be presented by Chevrolet. Maybe they should have sponsored the racing one. The one with all the cars. I don't remember what that one was. I also don't remember if that was sponsored by anything. So, thanks, Chevy. I don't know anything enough about the accessibility. So I don't know enough about the accessibility features of, I believe, any of these games. I think Ratchet and Clank and Guardians of the Galaxy do a pretty good job of making the game easier if you need it to be, which is always helpful. Not just because I like easier, or I like finagling the system to get easier trophies or achievements, but that is a really good thing that the industry started to focus on accessibility, making things easier for disabled gamers to play games. I really like that. So I mean, if these are all nominated, I assume they all gotta have some sort of features in there. So I'm not gonna choose a winner for this category because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, disabled gamers throughout just win here because we have, it appears to be 5 pretty good games, especially Ratchet and Clank. I don't really like to include myself in there because my disability is not as severe yet. Maybe someday when it is more severe, I'll include myself as a disabled gamer. But for right now, you guys keep gaming. I'm glad we're at this point. Best community support, another really dumb category that I think is ridiculous. None of these games came out this year. This is insane. Like, is it just going to be Fortnite every year that wins this? Because they keep adding cool new stuff. And by cool new stuff, I mean skins that I can't help but buy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is the terrible category again. Give us good categories. My God. Next one, best mobile game. I don't play games on my phone. None of them. Because I know this game's a not a cash grab. A money suck, predatory, pay to win. Forget you, Pokemon Unite. You looked cool, but I'm not playing you. Genshin Impact also has a lot of that gotcha stuff, microtransactions. So no, I'm not putting my input in this category. Thanks Verizon for sponsoring a best mobile game category. Best indie game. I have played none of these, but I really like 2 of them. Never played this. Kingdom Bridge of Spirits, haven't played. I've already said that. I bought Death's Door, haven't played it, but I'm really excited to, boot it up at some point. And 12 minutes, I was really excited to see the reveals for it a couple E3s ago, maybe. And the voice talent in there was really good with James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. Just haven't gotten around to playing it, but it's on Game Pass. So if I had to choose one between these 2 games that I haven't played, so I don't really know how good they are, I'm going to go with Death's Door. Just because it looks like a Studio Ghibli Zelda game. I'm all for that. Best ongoing. Again, a ridiculous category, and I literally think it's the exact... except Genshin got switched out. Ridiculous. Why are these categories a thing? This is so dumb. Sure, give it to Fortnite. They keep taking my money. This is stupid. Games for Impact. I played none of these. I own Life is Strange True Colors. I love Life is Strange, the series. First one absolutely destroyed me emotionally. Yeah. During one particular moment where you have to go back in time and help out your friend who's in a new situation than she was in before. I'm not going to spoil it. And then you kind of have to maybe let a character die, possibly twice. So I'll probably give it to Life is Strange True Colors. I've heard really good things about it. Boyfriend Dungeon, just as a concept, sounds hysterical to me. Where you dungeon crawl with your weapons, and then once you're done, you date them. And I guess it gives you perks. I think I installed it on my Xbox. I just never got around to actually playing it. So I'll give it to Life is Strange. They earned it. They ripped tears out of my face. Best performance. I haven't played Life is Strange yet, so I don't know how well Erica Mori did. Giancarlo Esposito, always phenomenal. I'm sure he gave a stellar performance. Haven't played Deathloop, so I can't give it to either of these two. Jason or Ozioma. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Not like you're going to see it or anybody's going to see this. But I'm going to give it to Maggie Robertson for Lady Dimitrescu. Why? For obvious reasons that I've already stated. I like Lady Dimitrescu. She's a hot vampire lady. Best audio design. I'll give it to Forza Horizon 5. Resident Evil was fine. Didn't play Eternal. Ratchet & Clank haven't played. Deathloop I haven't played, but Forza Horizon 5 consistently has amazing audio. So, there you go. Best score and music. Didn't play Nier Replicant version .1.224744877139. Is that the code to travel back in time that's tattooed on Fry's butt? I want that tattoo, though. Amanda won't let me get it. Marvel's Guardians, I'm sure there's some great licensed music in there, just like the movies. I heard some of the music's in a really off-put area, like when you do your team up, like team huddle thing. Whatever. Probably wouldn't pick that anyway. Cyberpunk, haven't played it. Deathloop, haven't played it. Artful Escape is my winner. 1 by default, 2 by process of elimination, and 3 because I absolutely love the music in that game. It was phenomenal. I love how you just play your guitar as you progress through the world, and you don't even really need to. You can just play it if you feel like it. Best art direction. Haven't played any of these except for Artful Escape, so it wins again by default. But also, I do legitimately love the way this game looks. I like how, except for Deathloop, I would say, I'm not in love with the art style. It's not something we haven't seen before. Kino looks phenomenal. I don't know how it plays, though, is my only thing. Psychonauts looks cool, if a little dated. Ratchet & Clank, the first one, looked phenomenal, and this looked just as great. But I'm going to give it to Artful Escape. Best narrative. Don't know, again. God, it's like a broken record, because it feels like it's the same 5 games nominated over and over and over. Deathloop, haven't played. Life is Strange, True Colors, I'm sure has a great narrative. Haven't played it. Marvel's Guardians, haven't played it. Psychonauts, have not played it. So, It Takes Two wins. But also, the story of It Takes Two was actually really good. Okay, again, the same 5 games I've seen 15 times at this point. Best Game Direction, award for Outstanding Creative Visuals and Innovation in Game Design and Direction. Mix those up. Stop it. I'm going to give it to... I'll give it to It Takes Two again. Again, it's the only one I've played. Deathloop would be probably a close second. Although Returnal looked pretty cool, but I'm not a fan of, I think it's like a bullet hell type game, right? But kind of third person. I'm not big on bullet hell games. Or shmups, or whatever they're called. But I'll give it to It Takes Two. Great game. And the Game of the Year category, I assume, is the first one. Not like I haven't looked at this before. Again, the same 5 games we've seen, except for Dread, but we've seen all of these a lot. Let me think. Out of this, it's 6. Out of the 6 here, I'm gonna have to give it to. I'm gonna give it to Resident Evil Village. That's my Game of the Year. It's decided. I choose Game of the Year, Resident Evil Village. Why, you may ask? Because it grabbed me in. I loved the gameplay. The story was okay. I liked the setting a lot. The setting was phenomenal. Oh my god, the setting was great. The main reason I wouldn't choose It Takes Two over Resident Evil Village, and if I played others of these, maybe I wouldn't choose it over them either, is because even though the stages were varied in It Takes Two, there were a lot of gameplay mechanics. It was a lot of fun going between them. And me and my buddy played it pretty much all the way through one weekend. He agreed with me. It feels like the levels just go on a little too long. All of them just overstayed their welcome just a little too long. Whereas Resident Evil Village, I mean, You can fly through that game if you want to. It's pretty replayable, I would say. And I just love that game. It definitely has to do with the fact that it's very similar to Resident Evil 4 environmentally, I guess. Where it's set, it feels like a darker, scarier Resident Evil 4. And my only real complaint with Resident Evil Village is the balls to the walls hard mercenary mode in, some levels. I think I got a couple S or double S ranks, whatever you need for the achievement, but you need to do it on all of them. It's just so... You gotta know your path, you gotta practice a lot. I just didn't have time for it before I jumped to a new game. But Resident Evil Village is my game of the year in 2021, and then probably in 2022 when they put the game on this list again, because that's just what they do. And those are my thoughts on the Game Awards 2020. I guess it doesn't say 2021, so I guess it's not really misleading to put games in there from other years. I just think it's a little ridiculous and defeats the purpose of having a Game Awards that celebrates the games of 2021, but include games from the past couple years. Like last year would have made sense. I think they did the game. Yeah, they must have done the Game Awards last year. It made sense to include other year games, but I mean, come on, we've had enough this year. Just make more creative categories than best ongoing game or best action adventure game, and then follow it up immediately with best action game. That just feels so lazy and ridiculous. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Game Awards. I don't know if I'll watch live. I usually don't watch award shows live. They take forever. But I guess I could just have it on my laptop here while I play games over there. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what your game of the year was, what you think of some of these weird categories. Or, just say hi. I'm just kind of hanging out, trying to make videos. Looking for friends. If you feel like subscribing, go down and do that. If you want to give the video a like and share it with a game-loving friend, that'd be cool too. But thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.